Good morning. I'm Jordan Graham. Welcome to the State of Play. Here at Sony, we as a company look towards the future. Whether it's in the future development of video games or making consoles, innovation is at the forefront of our minds. With that in mind, welcome to the PlayStation Library, our PlayStation 5. Going with a sleek white design, the PlayStation 5 comes in at a height of 15.4 inches while having a depth of 10.2 inches. The console goes with a winged design with two removable console covers that can be replaced with any cover sold through us at Sony. There will be two console options available at launch, allowing for two completely different ways of play. There will be a digital-only console available at launch alongside a version of the console with a built-in disk drive. Internally, the PlayStation 5 is powered by a 3.5 GHz AMD Zen 2 8-core chip. With the 10.3 teraflops powering the graphics card in the console, it allows for more complex graphics to be rendered, providing over double the power compared to the PlayStation 4 Pro. This, alongside with the 16 gigabytes of RAM on the console, allows for the console to display 4K imaging for the first time in the console family's history. With the inclusion of a 855 gigabyte solid-state drive, it allows for games to be downloaded on the drive natively to load faster, along with them being downloaded faster on the drive, which vastly improves the consumer's experience with the console, especially with our digital-only experience. At launch, the PlayStation 5 digital version will be $450, while our disc drive will be launched at $500 each. Now that's enough for me. For more information on the accessories, specifically the controller, alongside with what the console's user interface looks like, I'll pass it over to my man Eli here.
Thank you, Jordan. This was fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful console. With the PS5 also comes a game-changing controller. This controller right here immerses you in the game like never before, with speakers imported into its base that relay essential gameplay noises right into your hands. For example, if you were playing Fortnite and break down a tree, a rumbling noise will repeat onto your palms. But wait, it gets even better. These new immersive controllers have triggers that change the force needed to press them down depending on the game. So, if you were playing Call of Duty, for example, you'll need to put that extra little bit of force to use a sniper in the game to pull the trigger. That's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Moving to the interface now. We completely revamped the layout to give it that next-gen feel, that new blue, that new PS5 blue. But if you want to throw it back to the PS2 days, the PS1 days, you can now do that with the new feature that allows users to make their console replicate any of our past consoles' interfaces. To abide to any whatever generation you grew up in, we got it. Oh, if you're wondering if we upgraded the storage capacity, then I'll answer that plain and simple. We sure did. We're now up to 725 gigabytes of storage compared to just 500 on our previous console, the PlayStation 4. While it isn't the new terabyte that the new Xbox has, our storage is programmed so your downloads will be the fastest of any console on the market. I will personally guarantee that. So, say goodbye to 5-hour updates and hello to playing your games right away. We have also added Discord into our interface. This may seem small, but it's able to connect all your users together from Xbox to computer, so you're able to chat with your friends who play on a computer or another portable console easier than ever before. We are proud to say we're the first console to integrate this feature to allow users to chat from anywhere possible. Last but not least, you won't need to worry about your friends upgrading consoles. We have made sure that cross-generation chat was available so you can game with your friends regardless of if they have a next-gen console or a PlayStation 4 still. Enough about the console. We know you're excited about those PlayStation exclusive titles. For more on that, let's send it over to my man Justin.
Exclusive games on PlayStation 5. Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, God of War, and Astrobots. Let's start off first with Ghost of Tsushima. Players take on the role of Jin, a samurai defending his hometown from Milagros. Jin must choose between fighting honorable as a samurai or using dishonorable but practical methods to protect his hometown. Spider-Man. The plot follows Peter Parker and Miles Morales as they come into conflict with Kraven the Hunter, who transformed New York City into a hunting ground for superpowered individuals, and with the alien Venoms, which bond itself to Peter and negatively influence him. They threatened to destroy his life and his personal life, so it was a fight for his life. Next up, Fights God of War mirrors the pathos of Noise creator Kratos will face ground, gritty, and grueling. A new main weapon and new ability retains the defining spirit of God of War. While representing a visual of violent conflicts, the new ground engine. Finally, the Astrobots. The player embarks on a quest to save lost bots, retrieve parts from the PlayStation 5 mothership, and defeats the alien space bully who had originally destroyed the mothership, like its predecessor. The game takes full advantage of the DualSense controllers. Now, my favorite game to play on PlayStation 5 will be 2K. My favorite mode to play on 2K will be Play Now Online. Play Now Online is pretty much you pick your own team and you go against anybody in the world, and whoever wins wins. I pretty much like to rank up to get all the way to the greatest of all time. So there's 3 tiers. Tier 1 is usually the best team. Tier 2 is the mediocre team, and Tier 3 is like the worst team in the league. And you have to win a certain amount of games to continue to rank up. And that is what I like to do when I play 2K. I dislike playing my career mode because it takes too long, and I'm not the type of person to buy VC. So that is what I love to do when I'm playing PlayStation 5.
So those are all of our console features at this point in time. But don't worry, fellas. We'll be adding more features as time goes by. About every 6 months or so, we'll give an update on a video just like this. Whether that's new games, new console features, anything we have to address in case of bugs, all that type of stuff. If there's any type of feature that you want to see on our new beautiful console or controller, or a type of game that you're interested in a potential release, tell our creative directors, and we will try to integrate that game at some point, because what really matters is our users. Obviously, we're very proud of our console, but we're only proud if the users like to use it. So, wing in those suggestions. If you have any issues, contact our support and we'll get them handled. We'll see you in 6 months for our next update. Thank you for tuning in to our display of our new console, the PlayStation 5. Thank you very much.